Hello, dear Capricorn. How are you? Welcome. I hope you are doing very, very well. Capri, let's see how your energies will be for June 2026. We're going to do a general reading. Remember that we'll be looking at the details in the new videos that you'll be uploading to the channel. This reading applies to everyone who has their Sun, Ascendant, Moon, or Venus in the sign of Capricorn. You can combine the readings for your different signs to have a much more personalized horoscope. Capri, if you need a personal consultation with me, you can write to the email shown on the screen and I will send you all the information you need. You can call the listed phone numbers. You will be able to connect with my team of tarot readers 24 hours a day, and they will answer all your questions instantly. And you are more than welcome to join this channel. So you can become a member of the channel and get great benefits like early access to videos and horoscopes, unique badges, and also participation in raffles for personal consultations. Let's channel a message for the sign of Capricorn. June 2026. This starts with an 8 of Cups, the Knight of Swords, the Hermit, and over here we have the 6 of Pentacles. Capri, I feel a lot of energy around inner questioning. I feel like it's going to be a month where you're going to ask yourself a lot of questions. There's an invitation to go deeper into your thoughts, your mind, your emotions. This is also about discovering, right? Discovering who you are, realizing what you want, which path you want to follow, right? But I see this as the opportunity to get to know yourself deeply. There will surely be aspects of your personality that come to light. And there are days when I feel like this doesn't resonate with me anymore. This ideology, this way of thinking, this vision no longer fits with my personality. And now I feel that this questioning you've done has helped you clarify for yourself which vision of life you want to move forward with. What you want to connect with, what kind of people. Surely you're also questioning a lot about your relationships in general and with your relationships and surroundings. Sometimes it's about your romantic relationship. Many things will come to light in these relationships. Things that weren't visible before will now start to come into view. It's not the hidden, the repressed, what was in the shadows, right? That you have dared to question, to start seeing from another perspective, carefully and with a lot of wisdom. You're going to be making decisions about it. I also feel like you'll be communicating or letting go. You will probably have an important conversation with this person where things will be clarified or everything will be put on the table. One of the important topics I feel that you will be discussing with this person or these connections has to do with reciprocity, whether there is balance in the relationship or not. If what you give is proportional to what you receive. If you have been receiving much less than what you have given, right? In every sense. If you feel supported, if you feel like another person is helping you. But above all, if there is balance in the relationship. If there isn't, you'll probably make a decision here. Maybe it's about distancing yourself or clarifying things. Because this doesn't mean the end of a relationship, but rather to maybe redefine boundaries, to clarify things that hadn't been clarified before, and start to take the relationship in a different direction, with different principles, with different values. Begin a new type of conversation, right? Now, topics that were previously ignored will start being discussed. It's like what was being kept inside is now going to be expressed. Why? Because it has been seen, it has been observed, it has come to light. Hey, honestly, this doesn't sit right with me. These actions, these attitudes, I see a bit of imbalance in the relationship. I feel like we need to look at this again, don't we? Let's sit down and talk. I want to listen to you. I want to see what you think about it. I also want you to listen to what I have to say, right? In both cases, if the relationship continues, it's going to take a different path. It's going to be a path of greater wisdom, more honesty, more commitment. Above all, more trust. But above all, this relationship is going to start to mature. It's going to start moving forward with completely different principles. This also isn't just about what we've talked about regarding the balance between giving and receiving. It could also be very closely related to managing money at home, right? Joint finances, how much each person contributes, shared assets, how much is contributed, right, to the household and to the shared home life, especially for Capricorns who are living together, right? These will be topics to discuss. Let's see what else we have. General energy available for June 2026. Thank you. On Capricorn. Let's see. Two of Pentacles. Knight. Sorry. King of Cups. Four of Cups. And the King of Pentacles. I feel, Capri, that it's true that changes are coming in your life. And it's necessary for you to open yourself up to receive this. That you become more flexible. I feel like it's going to be a month of great maturity, a lot, but it's also going to make you face something you've been keeping inside, right? If there's something about your partner or your relationship that doesn't add up for you, it's not like, well, this person, my partner has offered me this. My partner has promised me this thing. We go back again to the topic of commitment, of reaching a common ground with the other person, of trying to find a balance, right? Because it could also be that you're doing a lot of things at the same time, and you have to see if the other person is also taking care of their own things, right? So it's a time when you're first going to do some really deep introspection, right? Where it's true that you might start to feel a bit overwhelmed, sometimes on an emotional level. You feel like withdrawing, you want to be with yourself, you want to look inside to see what's, because I feel like these are the moments when you really find clarity, where what you feel for the other person becomes clear. It also gives you time to make a decision. I don't feel like there are any endings in relationships here. On the contrary, what I see is that there are phases ending in relationships. There will be a lot of emotional questioning, a lot of questioning of the relationship, right? Like starting to reevaluate situations that may have happened in the past. They come back again to say, well, I feel that here we need to set a boundary. I feel that here we need to find an agreement, common ground, a balance. Say, I can't handle everything on my own, right? So the idea is that through that conversation you have and your introspection, you come to an agreement and make a change with the other person. It's not about clinging to an idea either about how the relationship has to be, but rather about also reaching an agreement with the other person, with your needs and with the needs of the other person, right? I feel that by talking and communicating honestly and openly, This is really going to strengthen the bond, right? That's why I see that a bond here matures a lot. A bond here starts to gain support. It starts to gain more trust. They also start to manage money in a different way, right? With more awareness and with more wisdom, right? It's like having reached an agreement with the other person and saying, well, now I feel that this situation has made us mature as individuals. It has made us mature as a couple. And I feel much more stable. I feel now that I am being supported, that I feel secure. I feel that we are building something truly valuable. But for this to be able to happen, processes now exist where there were none before. Some situations require discussion and deeper exploration. Also, let's see how this situation continues. General energy available in June 2026. Capricorn. You have the Ace of Cups. Here we have strength. And here we have the Seven of Wands, Nine of Pentacles. Well, people understand each other by talking things through, right? Like we were saying, right? Sorry if my voice sounds a little hoarse, excuse me. Like we were saying, by talking you can understand each other, being flexible, trying to reach that new point of balance, right? And your relationship is going to change. And it's necessary for you to adapt to these changes as well. Something is going to be left behind, maybe an old dynamics from the past, right? Routines can also be a way to connect with the other person. But why? Because a new beginning is for the two of you. It's necessary for these things to come to light. Also, it's not just about seeing what's missing in the relationship, right? It's not about blaming, criticizing, or accusing the other person, but also about recognizing things in yourself, right? When you get defensive, right? If things are done either the way I want, or you end up giving in, right? So what's happening a lot is that the challenge here is to find common ground, a point of balance, right? To make peace as well. To also recognize that the other person isn't perfect, that no one is perfect, not even yourself, right? That we all have our light and our shadow. And I also feel that it's, let's see, like a month where this new stage that's going to appear in your love life is also very connected to the theme of compassion and empathy. Being patient with the other person, with the processes of another person, with your own processes. Also integrating other energies and not letting certain situations throw you off, right? Not letting them upset you, but rather knowing that you have control over this. These are the tests that life sometimes puts in our relationships, which actually serve to strengthen those bonds. It's not about getting defensive with the other person or shutting yourself off. If something happens, right? If you don't like something, don't isolate yourself and turn inward, and don't stay silent. Don't say nothing. Many times, silence says more than words. So even though that tendency to shut yourself away might come up, the idea here is to express what you need to express and communicate. Try to find a calm and patient way. Also, to set healthy boundaries where they need to be set. Knowing how to say no without fear of how the other person will react, but from a place of awareness and from a place of peace. That's why even though we see quite a few reconsiderations and situations in the emotional area, I feel that they will be very beneficial for both of you, for your partner, for your relationship, because you will be able to establish yourselves from a new place, with a new confidence, with much more love. Like, well, we've made it, right? We have worked on the relationship, we have matured the relationship, we have gone through certain things. we have also faced situations that at some point one might be afraid to express or communicate, but you can find the right words to express them. Okay? Let's see what we have, Cap, regarding the major arcana. Which major arcana card will be accompanying you during June 2026? Let's see, Cap. You have the Magician here. Good energy. Good, because it's an energy, Cap, that invites you to start something new this month. But you have to make the decision. Everything will be working in your favor, whether it's to start a new project or a new job. There will be an idea there that can really thrive, right? You have the potential, you have the magic, you have in your favor, you have everything in your favor to create something new in your life. I feel it very strongly when it comes to work and career. It's an idea that can really bring you a lot of profit. Trust yourselves, trust your potential. There. Don't stop believing in yourselves. To believe is to create. Remember that. Dear Capricorn, this is what we've seen regarding the overall energy available for June 2026. Have an excellent month, everyone. And I'll see you here next time.